What up, Chicago? How you doing? Jay Smalls here. Want to talk a little Chicago White Sox baseball. We are about a week in here. 4-5 right now. Playing moderately okay. Had some surprises. If anybody's read anything that I've written about the White Sox or said anything about the White Sox of late, it's catching. And that needs to be a priority. With that being said, Tyler Flowers has just played like a man among men. But don't get too excited, ladies and gentlemen. He had a great start last year where he was first 3 games. But now he's extended it to 7. But I'm not exactly sold yet. So it's very nice. I have to give kudos to Rick Hahn if he has realized that this guy can grow into being a true Chicago White Sox catcher. And that means championship caliber. After that, you have Alexi Ramirez, who's just batting, I'm here, 412 already going here, playing Gold Glove defense. Connor Gillespie coming in here. Adam Eaton's been great. Jose Abreu has just been amazing. 11 RBIs already on a not consistent offensive unit yet. We have some restrictions here as far as where we are in our Central Division. Detroit's going to be number 1, of course. Then you have Kansas City. Their pitching staffs are just elite. We have the potential with Chris Sale and the rest of our rotation and bullpen to be up in that conversation. But Kansas City has surpassed us as far as currently being a better pitching team, which is scary. You know they have a great bullpen, but their starting pitching is really coming around, and they are scoring some runs. The White Sox just have scored a great amount of runs. I mean, more than anybody here in the American League or National League at 54. But we've also given up 52. But when you're going against teams like Kansas City, Detroit, Cleveland, who are only giving up low amounts of runs and tough pitchers, lefty-righty matchups, great bullpens, you're going to run into issues, especially if you get lethargic on the base paths, as we all know in Chicago is why we drink scotch or whiskey, whichever you like. Hey, Cintare. Currently, everybody's hating on the White Sox. 25th in the power ranking. I mean, come on. I mean, we're better than the Mets, the Phillies. The Orioles, I think, suck. They're overrated. The Angels are in a team in the downside. They can't pitch around nothing. The Reds downslide. Blue Jays downslide. Brewers are horrible. X-Factor teams, I think, are the Athletics. Definitely have the Royals in there. The Yankees, I think, are playing very well. And they will continue to get better. They will also add pieces, as we all know here in Chicago. They have a lot of money. The Mariners, I think, are the best team to start out so far as they have just dominated offensively, defensively. They really have the West locked down. And I mean locked down. So health is always the key. It's always a war of attrition in any kind of sport. The Pirates with another hot start, I just don't see that from them this year. The Red Sox, a bit of a decline, of course. You're coming off a real big high. But the Giants, definitely. Detroit. And the Devil Rays, baby. The Rays, they call them just the Rays now. And you always got to include the St. Louis Cardinals. So, Tigers, Rays, Cardinals, those are the best teams. I mean, Giants are the best teams in baseball right now. That being said, this right here, the Chicago White Sox, we do have the tools to do it. All right, we can be an elite team in this top 10 conversation. We have one of the toughest divisions, as I said, with Detroit, Kansas City, Cleveland. Minnesota's on a regression, which is great for us, but we got to really take a step ahead. If we can really get down offensively, our pitching's going to come around. Being a weekend, it's early. I really like where we're headed, but hey, let's get it done. Robin Ventura, Rick Hahn, get good depth, and that's what they've done. Getting good depth is what they've done. We just lost Avisail Garcia to let's see here. We just lost him here today on Wednesday. jammed his shoulder. So you don't know how long he's on the shelf for. But you have such a rotating outfield. Now you have Diane Viciedo, and then you also have hot-hitting Diaza, and then Eaton in center field. So you have a lot of different scenarios to work around, and you're still trying to acquire a different catcher as well. Even though Tyler Flowers has had a great start to start. Let him roll. He's hot. Let him roll, baby. But we got to get real. We got to beat Detroit. Hey, Detroit, Kansas City, those are going to be huge matchups all year round. So thanks for joining Jay Smalls. We'll get a lot more into the baseball as baseball goes into the season. We got a whole 162 here. We got a few under our belt. Be double digits tomorrow. So let's go get them. All right, Jay Smalls, Cerebral Sports Chicago. Hit us up, baby. Thank you.